everyone, welcome. My name's Tracy.bish. I'm a demonstrator. I'm a demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. I wanted to pop on really quickly live and just show you a card that I created with my team, the INKY Stampers, the other night with our team meeting. It also ties in really nicely with this week's Tracy Sunday Challenge. So it is Saturday. There'll be a new one out tomorrow, but this card just ties in so well with the theme of a new technique. So this one is actually a new technique for me that actually saw a fellow demonstrator, Dina Rico from America. She did it on her live this week. So I had to, as soon as I saw it, I had to try it out and I love it. I think it's a really fantastic technique. So I'm not expecting anyone to be coming on live just because this is totally random. I certainly didn't plan to go live and I didn't tell anyone. So I'm just trying to flick up my laptop just to make sure that I can see comments if people do pop on. If you are joining me here live, welcome. Please make sure that you say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do the thumbs up, all those things. That helps with my channel, so welcome. So like I said, this actually ties in so well with Tracy's Sunday Challenge for this week. The technique is embossing with masks. So I don't think I've seen it before. So I certainly haven't seen it before this week. And I was super excited to try it out. So I'm going to quickly show you the card. Yeah, is this one here. So I've used the Abundant masks. There is another name for them. I'll get them out and show you in just a minute. But there's quite a few different masks that you could use, and I don't know how well that's picking up on the camera, but it is embossed, and then I've also coloured it with some blending brushes as well. It comes up so pretty. So that's the card that we're going to be crafting with today. We're going to get straight into it. I'm going to pop the camera down and we'll get into it. My laptop's in the road, hang on. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We're going to stick with that one. All right, so I'm using a few different products with this it's a pretty simple card really. We have the Nested Essential dies that I've used the second largest die to die cut the little balmy blue background. And I will admit I have already pre-done that just because it'll save me a bit of time here on the video. And you can see that I've also embossed with the wonderful Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, which is in the mini catalogue. So this one here, so pretty. So I have that done already. The embellishments that you can see on the card as well, these ones here, really very pretty elements. They're adhesive backed glitter sequins, also in the catalogue under the Berry Cute bundle or Berry Christmas bundle. Yeah, not 100% sure now that I've gone and said that, but they come in the three colours: Old Olive, I think it's Balmy Blue and White, or Green Blue and White maybe, I'm not really sure. And this gorgeous little polar bear comes from the Berry Christmas DSP. It's a 12 by 12 pack. So beautiful. Lots and lots of images that you can either fussy cut out. There is a punch bundle that will punch out one of the polar bears here, but some great Christmassy, wintry scenes. Even if you're not doing the Christmas, there are some great wintry. It would make a really nice masculine card as well. So you've got reindeer and seals and wolves, lots of little critters, some sweater weather designs, and this gorgeous green one as well. So I'm just going to fussy cut one of our little polar bears here, and I think I'm going to go this one here because it's nice and close to where I've already previously fussy cut. But, you know, you could use any size on your card as well. I have the Very Cute stamp set. I don't have the bundle, but I have the stamp set. We are going to be just using it for the sentiment, but you can use whatever sentiment you have for Christmas. I've also used the wonderful snowflakes. That's these ones here. These retired and they were in the clearance rack not so long ago. I know they've sold out now, but I did tell all my customers and followers when they were in the clearance rack to get them, because you get, I think there's 24 in the pack. They are so beautiful, and there's lots of areas that we can do some fussy cutting or die cutting from, and you've got that gorgeous holographic design paper in the background. So I did use those, but there is, you know, we've got snowflake dies that you could use as well if you wanted to add that element in the background. All right, my masks. Where did I sit them down? And I know I have them here. I've got my kit ready to go. We are going to be using our silicone mat. And I had them 5 seconds ago, so I'm just going to find where they are on my desk. Behind my laptop was hiding them. My goodness. So the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks are what we're using. They come in, there's heaps in here. I'll grab them out and show you. So you can use, these are layering ones that will create a wonderful sunflower with leaves and the innards of the sunflower. Create some great detail. I haven't actually used those yet, but I will do a card with the sunflowers really soon. This is gorgeous. This is the leaves version, and this is what Dina used with her card when she was doing this technique. So go and check her card out. It was her live from this week. There are also these bats, which would work really well for a Halloween card if you wanted to create that as your card this time round. Or these gorgeous snowflakes, which is what I really wanted to be using this time round. All right, so to get started, I'm going to pop my kit all the way. I am going to use my basic white cardstock, and I've just gone with the regular cardstock. That is going to be layered up on the starry sky, and the card base is balmy blue. So let's move that out of the road. Let me show you the sandwich that we're going to need to be able to emboss with our mask. So I have my die cut and emboss machine. We're going to be using plate 1. There we go, so plate 1. The next one we have is plate 3, which is our everyday cutting mask or plate. The next one is a silicone craft sheet. Now you can do this with any of our masks. This will work. So we have our craft sheet down. Then we're going to pop our paper down and then our mask over the top. So I'm just sort of lining it up. I want lots and lots of our snowflakes there, because we're going to come in and use our blending brushes to create a really great effect on our card front. Okay, so I'm good with that. So 1, 3, silicone craft mat, paper, mask, and then plate 4 goes over the top, which is our grey plate. And we're just going to run that one through. This looks so good. So if you have quite a few different masks at home, please try this. So I'm just going to move, let's pop that in place, move all the bulky items away. So we're taking the mask off. We're going to use this in just a second. But look at that. Beautiful detail. And, you know, that's not an embossing folder. That is a mask. So how great is that? All right. I'm going to grab just some paper in. We want to add some colour to this with our blending brushes. I'm going to use Balmy Blue and Starry Sky because that's what we've used. Now let's see if we can just line this up as best we can. I think that's pretty good. All right, now I am going to bring in just some washi tape just to hold it down a little bit. I tend to be overzealous and will probably use my blending brush a little harder and move it all, and that will lose our effect. So what we're doing is we're going to be applying ink over the top of our embossed images. So now it's not going to go anywhere. Hopefully I've left it in the correct spot. Let's bring the card in. I have my two colours, Balmy Blue and Starry Sky. I'm going to start with, let's start with the darker one first. I think I did Balmy Blue first last time because I wasn't sure what colours I was going to use, but we'll go with Starry Sky. And blending brushes come in a pack of 3. You can purchase them in my online store. We're just going to go over those areas. Some I'm going to do really quite dark. Some I'm going to do really lightly, and we'll come back over with that beautiful Balmy Blue. I love the Starry Sky. It's a really pretty colour. And I'm intentionally not colouring each one over each snowflake. So, but you could do whatever you like on yours. I just want to go over those darker ones that I want nice and dark. Okay. Nice and light on that. Just do around the edges on that one. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. We can come back in with the Balmy Blue if we want. We're gonna, yeah, sorry, with the Starry Sky if we want. Balmy Blue is the lighter colour. So I'm doing all the areas that I really didn't colour with the Starry Sky. And honestly, because there's so much ink on our mask, I would recommend doing your lighter colour first. So don't do as I've done here. Do your lighter first, and then that way you're not adding colour into your ink pad. So going over those ones that we've done in Starry Sky, but really lightly. Oh. Okay. I love the look that it gives over the masks. Let's take this off and see how well we've done. Oh. It moved. But that's okay. That's shocking, Tracy. Will we try that again? Because look how good that looks. We might try that again. I've got time. And I really want to show you this, how good it looks. So let's just get rid of our ink from our masks. And you can put this through, you know, just run it under cold water and let it dry. Our masks work really well, just cleaning them off like that. Okay. Let me get a piece of basic white cardstock. The measurement I used was 3.5 by 5. So 5 inches. Three and a half inches. What I might do, let's get my silicone mask, my paper, the mask over the top. We're going to do it smart this time. We'll adhere that down onto our silicone mat, and that way when we take it off, it can stay there while we ink blend. That's clever, isn't it? Maybe I should have thought of that first. Let's see if this works a little bit better. Okay. We have our cut and emboss machine. We have plate number 1. Then we're going to need plate number 3, which is our cutting plate, our plastic cutting plate. Then we have our our mat, our paper, and then our mask over the top. Let's bring that in. So 1, 3, silicone mat, paper, our mask, and then we're going to put our plate 4 over the top, which is our grey 3D embossing plate. Let's run that one through. Let's get rid of these again. And I'm going to leave it on the silicone mat. It is not going to harm it with our ink blending. We can just run that through the cold water once we're done. Okay, so we're going to do opposite to how we did it last. We're going to go with our balmy blue first. Now, if you try this at home, let me know. Let me know what mask you use, what design you went with. I would love to know. Or let me know if you've done this before. This is not a new technique for you at all. So I'm focusing really on all those little tiny stars and snowflakes with our balmy blue. And then I'm also going to do lightly with balmy blue on some of them. Some will just be completely starry sky. So let's bring the starry sky in. I love these two colours together. Really, really pretty. Let's grab. So some I'm going to do really dark, some I'm doing really lightly. Just sort of mixing it up through the mask. Do that one really dark. Do that one really dark as well. You can see that mask has moved slightly. It'll be fine. Oh, so much better. Okay. So look at that effect. Don't know how well it picks up on the camera, but super pretty. We're also going to pick up a little bit of that colour with our Wink of Stella and add some sparkle and shine. And I'm doing it really quite roughly, just going over the larger snowflakes there. That Starry Sky, the dark one, is really pretty. Like that. Okay. Just going to add a couple to the little dots as well. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to use that on another card anyway because it is a pretty design. All right. Now we can bring our card base in. We have a balmy blue card base. This is half a piece of A4 chopped in half, although it is from my scrap bin. I don't know whether it looks a little bit longer than normal. Let's have a quick look. Nope, it's all good. So I'm going to layer up our piece with our Starry Sky. So I'm just going to add that down with some liquid glue. Hope you're enjoying this technique. It's really pretty. There we have it. I'm going to also bring in both my die cut and my snowflake, and let's do a quick fussy cut of our polar bear. What one do we want? I think we're going to go this one. So this is the Berry Christmas DSP. And this one's wearing the really pretty Christmas sweaters. My German Shepherd's just locked itself out in the shop. Hang on, I'll just open the door for her. Come on. Come on, Dad. Yeah. Our German Shepherd's been over at my mum and dad's house next door playing, so she's just wandered back over home, obviously ready for dinner, I would say. So there are other animals in this DSP. If you didn't want to use the polar bear on one card, or you've used all your polar bear images up, you could put a reindeer, or what else is there? A seal. A seal would look really cute. I'm hoping that this red sweater won't look or clash with the blue, but I reckon it'll be fine. No, that's cute. All right. Now we are going to add our sentiment, and I'm just using a piece of balmy blue. This is just a scrap that I had. We're going to use the sentiment Merry Christmas from the Very Cute stamp set. And I'm going to heat emboss this one, so with the white embossing powder from the Basics collection. And because this is scrap card, let me just use my embossing buddy to make sure that I pick up any stray powder. I did re-ink the Versamark pad today too. So funny story for you, I had a card class today in Bendigo, which is about 55 kilometres in and is the next biggest town. So I drove in. I have the class at a at a centre, and we picked up the keys, or my husband picked up the keys on Thursday. They gave the wrong keys out, so we couldn't actually get into the centre, so there was no card class today. But I did have to do some shopping, so it worked out okay in the end. And the ladies are going to be doing the card class next month. So, yeah, just a shame that we missed out today. So I'm just going to use my heat tool to melt that powder on our sentiment. And then I'm just going to quickly cut this one out with my paper trimmer to add down. So very disappointed for my craft ladies that joined me today, but there's always next month. And I'm right for next month now, so which is good as well. As we get busy for that Christmas period. And the re-inking of my Versamark pad worked so well. It was definitely needing it. So I'm just going to bring my trimmer in. I'm going to make sure that when you're heat embossing that you let it dry just for a couple of seconds. Otherwise you'll smear that where you've stamped. Okay, so we have a great sentiment there. Let's start popping it all together. So I'm going to add my snowflake down, and we're going to use just some glue dots for that. So has everyone had a great Saturday so far? Have you done anything exciting? So I'm just going to lay that down. This is the Nested Essential dies, the second largest in that square. And because he's a little bit bigger, we'll move him over just a fraction more than our sitting polar bear. So just use some more glue dots, popping him down. I could pop him up as well, but I don't think he needs it. And I think I need another one just under there so he doesn't lift up too much. Like so. Alright, so we're going to add some dimensionals and pop this little die cut piece up. And before we pop him down, we do want to add our sentiment. It's a bit furry on the edge. I'm still needing to pop a new blade in my trimmer, but it's not too bad yet. So I'm going to add a little banner cut on the end. Let's see. So I might have to come in just a fraction. I don't want this sitting over the edge. Hi Marion, is this instead of our day out? I think so. I had a little bit extra time this afternoon, so I thought I wanted to show this card off that I created for our team meeting using that new technique. And I think everyone will love it. Oh, there we go. So pop that down. I'm going to also just add a little dollop of glue under here, like so. Perfect. Oh, I love the colours. This Starry Sky is such a pretty colour. Let's pop this up with some dimensionals. Let's do one there, one there. You can never have too many dimensionals on a card. Oh, thank you, Marion. Yeah, I love this card. So pretty. And with that little extra sparkle of the Wink of Stella on them. Gorgeous. So pop him down. You don't want to go over the edge of your card, so you want to be careful with that. Let's bring our embellishments in here. Now, if I used, to me, that sort of looks like Coastal Cabana. So if I'd gone with Coastal Cabana, maybe I could have used the blue little embellishments here, but I'm just going to go with the white ones. They look perfect as little snowflakes falling down. And I'm going to use the large ones and the small ones. Oh, wrong side. These are really quite, no, they're flat, so they don't look so flat when you're looking at them, but they really are super, super flat. They do have a little bit of sparkle with the texture of them. So you probably are going to end up with a little bit of sparkle on your face or, you know, around. Just trying to think, where do I want one? Stick another one up here. 2, 4. I've got 4 on there. Let's do another one. And then we have an uneven number. Whoops. Which is what we want. Okay. Now we're not done. I'm going to layer a piece on the inside, just with some liquid glue. Now I could stamp with that stamp set. You know, I could do some snowflakes along. Actually, let's do that. Let's add some snowflakes. For the inside of my card, I've just placed a piece of that DSP down on the bottom, which is fantastic. It looks good, but let's do some stamping because we haven't done a lot of stamping on this card, so we can do a little bit. And I'm going to stick with the snowflakes. They're present. There's presents here. We could pop a Christmas tree in, all those things, or you could pop in a polar bear. I'm all about the snowflakes with this card. So there's 2 different sizes in that stamp set. So you've got a larger one and a smaller one. And I'm just going to stamp along the edge. So I'm going to go 1 large in the balmy blue. And then my desk is an absolute mess, and I will say I have like 4 different lights on it which take up a ton of my room, and doesn't leave much room for my craft supplies. So a starry sky, I'm just going to alternate these ones along. So pretty. Now I know we're going into summer here in Australia for our Christmas season. I still love to do wintry scenes for my Christmas cards. I don't know. I think they look good. I didn't get through the card without having ink everywhere, but that's okay. Let's bring the card back in. I'm going to add that down just with some liquid glue. And there's a nice little border all the way around. How cute. Stunning. And see how different they are with the different die cuts. Now you could also use that stamp set and stamp your own little polar bear. That would work super well. So this is a new technique for me. I've certainly never used it before. And it's embossing with our masks. So I don't know, have you guys done that before? I certainly haven't. I love how it's turned out. I know it doesn't pick up so well on camera with the raised feature of it, but it's so pretty. So hopefully you'll try that out. If you do, let me know which mask you've used, or maybe just share your card with me. One for the envelope. Yeah, I'll do that later, Marion. The white are icy looking. Oh, good. Yeah, they are. I like that too. If you're in need of any supplies that I've used on today's card, you can purchase them with me through my online store. That is it here. Please use the hostess code. This month I have some great specials for all my customers. So all my customers receive a handmade goodie, which is a little chocolate treat box. Super cute. Has a little treat inside. You also receive October's bundle tutorial, which has 46 wonderful projects in it, absolutely free. And if you spend $100 or more using the host code, I'll also pop in the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, which is using the All About Autumn suite this month. Okay, that's it. I think, everyone, thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me today. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't done that as well, and I'll see you all back here with another video really soon. Don't forget, check out tomorrow for my new Tracy's Sunday challenge, and I'll see you all then. Okay, bye bye everyone.